Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first video of 25 days of makeup looks for Christmas. I have been so excited to do this all year. I've been basically planning on doing this since like January of this year. And while at some point in my life I want to vlog, I feel like doing the 25 makeup looks also might just be like perfectly up my alley this year. But I mean, who knows what next year will hold. But honestly, I'm so excited to start this series. I've been literally yearning to do this makeup look that I'm going to show you since this summer. So let me show you. This is a makeup inspiration. I love her makeup looks. They always look so pretty. I think my most viewed short and maybe my most viewed full tutorial is a makeup look inspired by her. It is literally so pretty. I love the pastel colors. I'm so excited to see it on my face. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when I upload the rest of the videos for the next 24 days. And I'm also going to make a playlist for this 25 days of makeup for December. So I'm going to make sure that's linked down below. So if you follow that playlist, you can also be like notified through the playlist that new videos have been uploaded. But yeah, I hope you're really excited for these makeup looks. So without further ado, let's head to that tutorial. I'm gonna first pop in my lenses. Today I'm going to use the OLENS Fairy Charm in the shade Olive. I know that the Fairy Charm lenses are the collab that OLENS did with Jessie Lux. I've been dying to try these. The olive ones look so pretty and I love the two-toneness of the eye. And these ones will be linked down below as well as my discount code, so make sure you use that to get some money off at checkout. I'm gonna first go into the e.l.f. Style Night Microfine Setting Mist. I'm gonna use this as the first step of my priming process just to make sure all of the rest of my makeup just kind of lays really nicely on top of my skin. Then I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm just gonna take this in my T-zone and a little on my cheeks. These are currently my only problem areas, and this just kind of fills my pores and it really sets my skin up really nicely. I feel like foundation just goes over this so beautifully. Next, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector in the shade Orange. I'm just going to use this on my dark circles, just a little. This is very pigmented, so you don't need much. Over any of my old acne scars, my burn scar, and a little on these old acne scars. Then I'm going to go in with a triangle powder puff and get that really nice and blended. Just going to do a lot of circular motions and tapping it really nicely into my skin. And I feel like this kind of just makes all of my discoloration like hide a little bit, like it's basically camouflaged. For my foundation, going in with Milani's Glow Hydrating Skin Tint in 310 Medium to Dark. I'm gonna get this right on my skin. I think from what I remember using this, I liked it. It was very like light coverage, but the skin looked pretty bomb. So I'll put a bit on my skin. I'm gonna go back in with that same triangle puff that I used to blend out my color corrector. I'm just gonna pat that on my skin, get that blended out nicely. It's a little like orangey, but that's okay. Nothing a good highlight can't fix. And maybe I'm just paler than I thought I was. Kind of matches my hands though, so I think it's okay. I'm looking a little orange, but that's okay. I'm gonna first go into the Milani Conceal Imperfect in the shade Warm Tan. Use this on my under eye and over any discoloration peeking through. I'm gonna take this Morphe A506 brush. I'm gonna use that to blend this out, and it brightens up that area quite nicely. It's so nice on the skin. And this brush just is so nice to blend all this out. Kind of flawless. Contour, going to go in with Milani Cheek Kiss in the shade Spicy Season. Just a little on my temples, up my cheekbones, my jawline, lower lip to just make it look nice and fuller. And we're gonna do a nice straight nose. Other side as well. And we're gonna perfectly round it like right at the tip of the nose. I'm gonna blend that slightly into my eyebrows. BK Beauty 101 brush. It's so nice using this brush to blend out anything because it just like disperses it so well and it looks a lot more natural on the skin. Blend it a little down my neck and my lower lip. Gonna take the flat side of this double-sided brush. I'm gonna just go down the sides of my nose and get that nice and blended into the foundation. Pat, pat, pat around the perimeter and up the sides. Do a good job at blending it into the eyebrows. To highlight, going to go into the e.l.f. Camo Concealers in Medium Beige and Medium Peach. And just keep this at the center of my eye and a little on the tail to lift. Down the center of my nose, on my forehead, upper lip, and my chin. And a little on the sides of my nose. And then Medium Peach just on the center of my eye and a little on my nose. BK Beauty 110 brush. I'm going to use this to blend out the center of my face, starting from my chin and working my way upward to the center of my face. Then going in with the 8506 again, use that to blend up my nose into my forehead and really open up the upper portion of my brow bone. Just really pat out the center of my nose. On the sides of my nostrils, get that blended out. Then I'm gonna go in with another triangle puff, and I'm gonna use that to blend out my under eye, starting from the center and working my way outward to really make sure the face looks nice and lifted. I remember somebody asked me why I did pretty similar contour and highlight for most of the makeup looks. It's because the people whose looks I'm recreating are a lot skinnier than I am, and because of that, their face shape are a lot more like snatched and angular, and because I just have like a wide round face, I do this contour to help like create the illusion that my face is more lifted and snatched. Next, going into the YESSTYLE Make Me Blush Liquid Blush in Fuchsia Fling. Do it on the forehead, tip of my nose, my chin, and right under my eye. I'm gonna do a nice size circle. It's gonna be very front facing on my cheek. A nice big dollop of blush. I'm gonna use the opposite side of that triangle puff to blend that out around my face. My nose, nice and bright on that tip. Blend that out on the forehead. Not really gonna be able to see it, but I know it's there. And then blend it out on the cheeks in like a side to side motion and really blur out the edges. I'm going to go in with the Milani Make It Last Original to set all of the cream products on my face. To set my contour, going to go in with the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio in the shade Tan. And I'm using this angled Morphe brush. I'm just gonna pat that on everywhere I put that cream contour to just like perfectly set it. Taking the fluffy side of that double-sided brush into the same shades. And I'm going to use that to set my nose contour. Just kind of perfectly blend that into the pink at the tip of my nose. And the foundation on the sides. YSL All Hours Hyper Finish in the shade Translucent. Using this triangle puff to get some product. And it's just nice. I'm gonna pat that all over my skin, over top of the blush, and even over top of that contour. I feel like it helps everything just kind of blend really nicely into each other while not compromising the like shadows, highlights, and pinks. For my powder blush, going into the Flower Nose Strawberry Rococo Series Blush in Little Cranberry. I'm gonna use this Flower Nose stippling brush. It looks literally pink. And just put that in that same like window wiper motion on just the front of my cheek. And I'm gonna round out just the ball of my cheek, tip of my nose, and again about on my chin. I'm gonna use the powder puff I used to set my face to just kind of blur out that blush a little, make it like slightly more subtle. To highlight, going into the Bobbi Brown highlighter in Pink Glow. Going to use this Morphe M451 brush. Highlight my cheekbones, center of my nose, and my forehead, tip of the nose, right in the center, on my upper lip, and on my chin. Next, I'm gonna do some fake freckles, so I'm gonna go into Milani Stay Put Tank Liner in the shade Brown. I'm gonna take this over my nose, do some dots till I get the density that I like. Then I'm gonna go in with my finger and tap over everything to really get it blended out. I'm gonna do that same process to the top of my cheekbones on both sides as well. One last round of Milani Make It Last Original to set all of the rest of my face. To fill in my brows, going to go in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. The inspo brows are very nice and faint. I'm not going to be doing any straight lines across the bottom of my brow this time. I'm just going to be using my pencil to fill out the brow and some faint strokes. Then at the front of the brow, going to go in with some hair-like strokes, and then just continue that throughout the rest of the brow till I get like kind of the vibe that I like. And brush all the brow hairs upwards at the end. To set my lids, going to go in with the PLouise Base Pro in Rumor 2.5. I put a little on the back of my head, and I'm going to take some with a brush, and I'll put this all over my lid. Just anywhere I think I could be using those nice bright shades. Just pat that in. Then I'm going to go in with the opposite side of this powder puff, and I'm going to blend that into my eye. Just pat. PLouise Wedding Wish palette. I'm gonna go into the shade #Wifey and put that all over my lower lash line and really smoke that out. Then I'm gonna go into the shade Endless Love. I'm gonna use that to highlight my lower lash line and really open up that Eggo style. Pat until I get the color payoffs that I want. Like a sloping motion down my lower lash. I'm gonna really go on the inner corner, just add some light there. And a little around my eye to highlight. And then a little on my brow bone as well to highlight the brow bone. Next, taking the PLouise Stack 'em Up CEO palette, I'm gonna go into the shade Priceless, and I'll put this all over the inner portion of my eye and make it nice and purpley, and just kind of stop at the center of my lid and just go along where I put that nose contour so it kind of looks like a cut crease, and a little on the center of my lower lash line. Next, going into the PLouise You're Tripping palette and go into the shade Babe on Tour. I'm gonna smoke that out on my outer V and try to blend that into a purple shade and really smoke that out on the outer V. Pat that in, a little on my inner corner, and then pretty low on the outer lash line. Next, going to Milani Stay Put Tank Liner in black. I'm going to use it to really define my inner corner and do a little bit of a cat eye on the inside. Only going to fill about halfway on my upper lash line and then do a pretty thin flat wing on the outer corner. For my lower lash line, I'm going to use the Flower Nose Butterfly Cloud Color Collection eyeliner in the shade Brown. I'm just going to use this to slightly extend out my lower lash line and really open it up and just do like a couple fake hair strokes to the lower lashes. e.l.f. Snow Budge Shadow Stick in Perfect Pearl. I'm going to use that on my waterline to really open up my eye. My Shiseido Lash Curler to curl my lashes. For my mascara, I'm going to use two of the Milani Highly Rated Anti-Gravity Mascaras. I'm going to first use the black one on my upper lashes to prep them for falsies and just do a couple really good coats. And it makes my eye look so open. Then I'm going to go into the brown one just for my lower lashes and make that look open. Then I'm going to apply a pair of wispy clustered lashes to my upper eye to make it look really nice and like ethereal and very like fairy-like. To add the glitter to the face, I'm going to go in the Lucia Tap Me Palette Duo in Rub-a-Dub and taking the shade Splendid. I'm going to use this Morphe H4 brush. I'm going to put this in the center of my lid and then slightly along my crease. Blend that out. Just tap that in to blend it. I'm going to go into this Morphe angled brush. I'm going to put that on the very center of my lower lash line over top of where I put that purple. Then I want to just put some all over my face. I'm just going to use my finger to get that glitter on there. Just over the place I would typically highlight. We're going to put some glitter there. Then I'm going to go into the Etude Dear Darling Water Tint in Cherryade. I'm going to get this all over my lower lip, completely stain it, and just use my finger to slightly blend that out and just keep going until I have like opacity that I like. And then just in the center of my upper lip and along the inside of my mouth. So then just pat it in. To top that off, I'm going to go in with the Rom & D Glassing Water Gloss in Meteor Track. I'm just going to go over all of my lip and just make that nice and glossy. And this is such a nice like tingly one. I think it has a little bit of lip plumper in it. So I can't think of anything else I want to add to the look, so I'm going to go change and I'll be right back. So guys, this is the final look. I'm like, this is a great way to start off the 25 days of makeup. I think it looks so pretty. I love the way that the green and the purple kind of blend into each other. I found these like little butterfly clips and they're like soft felt, so they're not really irritating to the skin. I feel like I could accidentally sleep in these. And I think I cut these like baby bangs like a couple weeks ago, and I think with this like more like alternative cut, it really works with this makeup look. This creator might be one of my favorite artists to recreate, and genuinely I just feel like I should be amongst the trees with the forest people, vibing out, being a fairy, living my best life. Like a literally like a butterfly. That's what I am right now. Comment down below letting me know what you think. Your comments, concerns, and criticisms. I really love to hear them. I want to hear them all. I really hope you guys are excited for the next 24 days of makeup looks. I am so excited. Like after today, like I feel like I really have like a boost of serotonin when doing makeup again. I feel like in November, I think I only did like maybe 4 or 5 makeup looks. So I don't think I was like really feeling it as much as I probably have in the past. But I think with this, it's going to just like renew my love for makeup, and I think it looks so pretty. I hope you guys stay tuned for the rest of the month. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications, and also follow the playlist associated with this 25 days. It'll just pop into the playlist once the video goes live. And again, I really thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and let's head to that montage.